everybody, and welcome back to the World of Sports Battlefield. I am your host, the King, Kaleb Koho, and we have ourselves another matchup in the 16-person inaugural. Hi, this is the new Sports Battlefield tournament of sorts. Here to help me co-host this match is the one, the only, the Black Lantern, Brooklyn Vail, who you just saw in the last match. How you doing, Brooklyn?
We're doing great. Definitely didn't break a marker. Definitely didn't put a hole in the wall during that last match. But, great to be here on the hosting desk. Not fucking competing like I should be.
Yeah. I don't know how to respond to that, except that you played a good game. But now I get the best host of the community on the desk with me, so that's great. But we have a similar case to you. A veteran player taking on a rookie. And in the case of last week's match, the rookie pulled the upset. Well, that happened again today. Michael is coming back to sports. He's one of the most knowledgeable people that we have in the division. We have no beat on Matthew, but that worked in favor of Jacob West. Will it work in favor of him? We're going to find out, I guess, and we'll hear what these two have to say right now in promos. All right, these two are going to be a real fun match to watch. Like I said, we don't really have a beat on Matthew, but this is going to be an interesting one. I'm ready to get right into it. What do you think, Brooklyn?
Well, let's get it on.
All right, we're going to get right into round number one. It works like this. You're going to get 8 questions worth 1 point apiece from 8 different areas within the realm of sports battlefield from the 8 categories that we have. Should you get all 8 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
Nope, let's do it.
Cool. All right. Then your first question comes in the category of the NFL, and your question is thus: what team won Super Bowl 44?
It's the Super Bowl. Oh my god!
I know Super Bowl questions are just the greatest, aren't they?
Of the last 5 years, what's been better, the games or the commercials?
Last 5 years, probably the commercials. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is Michael's first repeat. All right. What team won Super Bowl 44? Yeah, I mean, I think the commercials have been better in the last 5 years. But none of the matchups have been that interesting. I don't know.
The last game wasn't awful. Actually.
Yeah, well, I was about to
Yeah, it
say.
was.
What are you trying to say to me right now? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Michael.
New York Giants.
That is incorrect. We will go to Matthew.
I'm going to go New England Patriots.
Also incorrect. Looking for the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints.
Shit, and that was down where I live.
All right. No perfect rounds here today.
All right, gentlemen, your next question comes as is coined here in Sports Battlefield, NBA, the National Bullshit Association. What team did Michael Jordan join after returning to the league in 2001?
Michael looking pretty confident as he goes to the board on that one.
Yeah.
National Bullshit Association. I don't remember where that was coined. I don't know where that came from.
No longer about super teams, as the great Toronto Raptors have won the championship.
I'm mad. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sure you are.
1. Pens
Let
down.
us have a championship.
We'll start with Matthew.
Washington Wizards.
That is correct. And Michael.
Washington Wizards.
That is correct. Both are on the board. All right, your third question comes in the category of the MLB. What player holds the MLB record for highest batting average? As Cody Newberry would say, sports.
It's a This is a really impressive record.
Is it? I wouldn't know. Baseball's not my number 1 sport. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Michael.
Is it Ted Williams?
That is incorrect. We'll go to Matthew.
I want Tony Gwynn.
Also incorrect. Looking for Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb.
Oh, that dick.
All right, gentlemen, your next question comes in one of the greatest walks ever. Golf. How many Masters tournaments has Phil Mickelson won? And I want to let our competitors know today that your Brooklyn Vail Curse sandwich is going to be a lox bagel, an everything bagel with smoked salmon and cream cheese, as well as some fennel tops, just to give some flavor balance.
You're making me hungry. I haven't eaten today. Okay, I've been hosting and editing and writing all day. I'm a little frustrated, but
this is my 4th match today, tying the personal best.
1. Pens down. Let's start with Matt.
2?
As incorrect, we'll go to Michael.
3?
3 is correct. A 1-point lead for Michael.
Matthew will be getting a sandwich, though, which is 5 bonus points in my round.
And your realm
Sweet.
means nothing here. Your 5th question comes to the category of the NHL. What year did the Las Vegas Golden Knights join the NHL?
Can you name a player on the Las Vegas Golden Knights?
The goalie for
who is Las Vegas Golden Knights starting goalie?
Mickey Mantle.
What team did that player come from? What province are they from?
1. Pens down. We'll start with Michael.
I could be getting a sandwich here. I said 2018.
You will be getting a sandwich indeed. That is incorrect. We'll go to Matthew.
I said 2018 also.
Looking for 2017.
3 sandwiches. All right, gentlemen, your next question comes from a sport that's an even better walk, and that is soccer.
Fuck.
Soccer. What country did Brazil beat to win the 2002 World Cup? You thought golf was a great walk. Wait until you watch soccer.
Yeah, I don't like to watch either of these. I find them particularly
What's the
boring.
What's the over under? 0.5? How much time is left? It's a secret. I'm out.
5.
Daniel Tosh, everybody, one of the greatest stand-up comics ever.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Matt.
Germany?
That is correct for a point. And
Damn.
Michael.
When in doubt, go to Germany with soccer.
That is correct. Michael maintains that 1-point lead as we get into your penultimate question of the round, which is in the category of UFC. What is Conor McGregor's nickname?
Who would you like to see Conor fight next?
Nobody.
I'd love to see him fight Cody Newberry, not physically, just in a battle of words and see who gets exhausted first.
I think fans want to see Nate Diaz 3, but I think UFC wants to see Khabib 2.
I want Nate or
I want to see Conor put Nico Suave Regoli through a table. 5.
Nico, I think, would enjoy that.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Michael.
I figured I'd just give a shout out to Eli, just the showman.
That is incorrect. We'll go to Matt.
The Notorious.
That is correct for a point, tying it up. All right.
Your final question, gentlemen, comes from the wonderful category of mixed bag. Mixed bag. What athlete has won the most Olympic gold medals with 23? Have you ever won 23? Oh my God. Oh my God. The Olympics are in the movie 23. 23 gold medals. What's 2 plus 3?
Oh,
what's 5 plus 18? 23. Guys, it's number 23. It's part of everything.
That movie's pretty good. 5.
The conspiracy's out there.
3, 2,
Go get help.
1. Pens down. We'll go to Matt.
Michael Phelps.
That is correct. And Michael.
Great first name, Michael Phelps.
That is correct. All right. So at the end of round number 1, we were all tied up at 4 apiece. Anything can happen though as we get into round number 2, which is the wheel round. You're just going to get a chance to spin from the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. If you like the category you land on, you are going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt to multiple choice, but it devalues the point down to being only worth 1. If you don't like the category you land on at all, you can spin again, but you are stuck with whatever you land on the second time. Of course, your categories on the wheel again tonight are... Wrong wheel. There's the right wheel. NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, UFC, soccer, golf, mixed bag. That says my X bag, but hey, we're going to keep it. And spinners and opponent's choice. Michael, you are the higher seed. Would you like to go first or defer to Matt?
I'll go second.
All right. So, Matt, your spin at the wheel is away and it lands on opponent's choice.
Okay.
Figures.
I'll go golf. Sorry, man.
All right. Brooklyn, you want to proctor his questions to him in the category of golf?
All right, Mr. Cutler, your questions in the category of golf.
Oh joy.
Hale Irwin won back-to-back of what major golf tournament?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, the Masters, B, the PGA Championship, C, the U.S. Open, or D, the International Cup.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the last one? It was breaking up.
Yeah, I'll just repeat the whole options for you. Your options are A, the Masters, B, the PGA Championship, C, the U.S. Open, or D, the International Cup.
I'm gonna go International Cup.
That is incorrect. Mr. Campbell, a chance for 1 point steal.
PGA.
That is incorrect. Looking for the one held in Augusta, Georgia, the Masters.
Oh, really?
Shit. That's the one I didn't think.
Yeah.
Your second question in golf. Oof. Greg Stadler is known by what nickname?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, the Bat,
Before the question.
B, the Dolphin, C, the Walrus, or D, the Panther.
I'll go Panther.
That is incorrect. Mr. Campbell, a chance for a 2 point steal.
What was A? Sorry.
Sorry, your options are A, the Bat, B, the Dolphin, C, the Walrus, or D, the Panther.
I mean, it's got to be the Walrus. Come on.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. All right, your third question in the category of golf. What is the golf term for a hole completed 2 strokes under par?
Eagle.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question in the category of golf. Pebble Beach, a golf course often used for the U.S. Open, is located in what state?
California.
Correct for 2 points.
Another big 2 points.
Greg Norman is a professional golfer from which country?
Australia.
Correct for 2 points.
Those ended up being a good round for him there after the comeback, after those first couple questions. Gets himself up to 10. That big steal for Michael, though, only puts him down at a 5-point disadvantage. So your spin is away, Michael. See if you can catch up, and it lands on NFL. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'll take it.
All right. Awesome. I will proctor to you your questions in the NFL. Your first question. Who did the Arizona Cardinals draft with the first overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft?
Oh, my God. Okay, multiple choice.
Your options are A, Josh Rosen, B, Kyler Murray, C, Josh Allen, or D, Paxton Lynch.
B.
That is correct for 1 point. Your second question. What team has currently gone the longest without a playoff win?
Cleveland Browns.
That is incorrect. Matt, the chance for a 2-point steal.
New York Jets.
That is also incorrect. Looking for the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals. All right. Your third question in NFL, Michael. Michael Strahan holds the single-season sack record with how many sacks?
$22.5.
That is correct for a big 2 points.
Good one.
Your penultimate question of the round. Who was the last team to win the AFC Championship game that isn't the Patriots or the Broncos?
The Ravens. Baltimore Ravens.
That is correct for another 2 points to tie the game. And your last question in NFL. What was the last team Bill Belichick was defensive coordinator for before becoming the Patriots head coach?
The New York Jets.
That is correct for 2 points in the lead going into round number 3. Wow, that was a very strong round. Score is 12-10. That's getting around number 3, which is the final round here that we have for you. We'll bring up a second wheel with all 8 categories once again. How this is going to work. The person who is behind will spin the wheel. If they like the category they land on, they're going to be issued 3 questions worth 1, 2, or 3 points. If you like that category, you can double the points to being worth 2, 4, and 6. However, they become stealable once you double them. You do have the option of respinning your category, but you are stuck once again with whatever you land on the second time. Any questions as I bring back up the wheel?
Nope.
All right. So, Matt, you are behind. Your spin for the category you will receive your questions from is away, and it's UFC. Would you like to keep UFC or spin again?
Keep him, and I'm doubling.
All right. Brooklyn, you want to give him his questions in UFC?
Your first question, category of UFC. In his UFC career, how many weight classes has Kenny Florian fought in?
Four.
That is correct for 2 points.
Tying it up there.
For the kids playing along at home, middleweight, welterweight, lightweight, and featherweight. Your 4-point question in UFC. Ronda Rousey's debut opponent in the UFC was also her first bantamweight title defense. Who was it?
Liz Carmouche.
That is correct for 4 points, taking the lead. 16-12 as we go into your final 6-point question. Who became the UFC welterweight champion on March 2nd, 2019 by defeating Tyron Woodley?
I'm probably going to butcher their name, but it's Kamaru Usman.
That is correct for a massive 6 points.
Impressive run there. That will get him to his final score of 22 points. All right, we'll bring back up the wheel for Michael's spin. All right, your spin is away, and it lands on UFC, which is already gone. You get a free respin. Golf, would you like to keep it or respin?
Yeah, I'll spin again.
All right. So your questions will come from the category of MLB.
So do I have to double or?
You are currently behind by 10, so.
Doubling, yeah, you'd have to double to catch up at this point.
Yeah, so doubled, yeah.
Okay. I will bring up your questions in MLB. Your 2-point question in MLB. What team broke their 108-year World Series drought by winning it in 2016?
The Chicago Cubs.
That's correct for 2 points. Your 4-point question. What team did Billy Beane serve as general manager for to great success from 1998 to 2016?
The Oakland A's Athletics.
That is correct for 4 points. All right. And your 6-point question to win the game. What film company held ownership rights to both the MLB's Anaheim Angels and the NHL's Anaheim Mighty Ducks?
Okay, I'll repeat the question.
All right, that'll be your second repeat. What film company held ownership rights to both the MLB's Anaheim Angels and the NHL's Anaheim Mighty Ducks?
I'm just going to go the obvious one and say Disney.
And your winner, the Golden God, Michael Campbell. The answer was indeed Disney. Wow, that was a very great game, Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was. As the great Aussie Man Review says, they were stuck in a fuck you, nah, fuck you, nah, fuck you deadlock. It was really good. It's good to see these high-scoring matches.
Absolutely. Final score, correct me if I'm wrong, of 24-22. That was
24-22.
a barn burner. And with that, Michael Campbell has set the new singles points record in Sports Battlefield. What a match. All right. We'll get into some post-match interviews, get some thoughts, starting with our winner today, Michael Campbell. You played a hell of a game.
Yeah, I got a bit lucky in round 2 with a pretty good category for me in NFL. Matt got a bit unlucky with opponent's choice. I gave him golf, which ended up not being too bad, but I mean, as we saw, there are a couple of other categories where he would have just ran the table on. And yeah, I'll say I was definitely a bit nervous when I spun MLB. It's very hit and miss, pun intended, with me. So, yeah, I got a bit lucky with the questions. Big Mighty Ducks fan, so that really helped. Matt could have beat probably anyone, and I just got lucky with round 2. So yeah, massive beast.
Absolutely. Both of you guys played great games. Now you are in the quarterfinals now for the tournament, taking on the guy that beat Brooklyn, the rookie, Jacob E. West. How do you feel about your next match?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, he's a bit of a newbie, so I'm not too sure. I'll have to watch the match to figure out his strengths and weaknesses. But I would say I'm a bit upset that I wasn't the one to cause Brooklyn to punch a hole in the wall and break his hand. But, you know, you take what you can get at this point. So, yeah, it should be.
Absolutely. But with that, congratulations on your win. We'll see you in the next round. And we go over to our the unfortunate loser today. Matt, you actually broke the points record today also. So you played an even better game than even the original points getter. It just came down to the opponent that you had today. Hell of a game. How do you feel?
I feel good, honestly, because I mean, sports is a very wide, open-ended type questions that you don't know what to exactly study. But it came down to opponent's choice. He gave me golf. I got lucky with the last few questions, but in the beginning, I was, hit and miss.
Absolutely. But man, you came in, you crushed through those golf. You had Michael sweating there a bit, I could see. And then UFC. Just got so you got so lucky there with UFC and just swept that very impressively. How do you feel about overall that round 3? And do you think you want to come back?
I definitely want to come back. UFC, that's my stuff.
Absolutely.
So I mean, clearly you can tell that I knew the Conor McGregor one, of course. I don't want to see him come back unless it's Nate Diaz. But the other questions, I knew right away.
Absolutely. Hell of a game. We will definitely be seeing you back as soon as possible.
Yes, absolutely. And next time I will get that victory and not get golf.
I have no doubt about that. We'll give it back up to Brooklyn at the desk to take us home.
Yeah, I think this is a great display of where the strengths lie. And I think just, it's sort of the ballsy strategy of just going for it. And it's paying off for most of the competitors. But yeah, and if this is the first 2 matches of the tournament, I can't wait to see what is going to come for the rest of the tournament.
Absolutely. We are only 2 weeks into this tournament, 2 matches into this tournament, and we have 2 of the best matches that have ever happened in Sports Battlefield history. So this is already shaping up to be a great tournament with some great fresh faces that are definitely showing up and changing the picture of Sports Battlefield. So with that, that's going to do it for us. That has been Michael. That has been Matt. That has been Brooklyn. I have been Caleb. And this has been Sports Battlefield. See you guys next week with another round 1 matchup of this tournament.